What's up, Gemini? This is going to be your love forecast for the first half of October. This is for my Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like and throw me a comment. And if you're new to my channel, I put these out every 2 weeks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I also offer personal readings, so all the info for that's in the description box of the video. And I am on TikTok and Instagram, and I've put the links to those in the description box as well if you want to follow me over there. So let's get started. Spirit, what's coming in, please, for my Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in the area of love, first half of October. Any love messages for my Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, first half of October. Okay, 10 of Wands, Hanged Man, 2 of Wands, okay. 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. Gemini, it seems like you're sort of, the Hanged Man is like something's on pause, or you're sort of hanging and burdened, weighed down by some kind of a decision that you have to make. 2 of Wands is like which way forward. There could be a choice between 2 options, 2 paths, because we do have the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. It seems like there's a bit of this sitting and waiting to see how things play out in a situation. You could be, like I said, looking at more than one choice, because 3 of Cups can be third-party situations. Maybe you've invested in one situation and it hasn't reached its full potential, and now you're looking at maybe another option. I feel also you could have invested in a situation where maybe there's a lot of burdens and you're now sort of 1 foot in and 1 foot out with the Hanged Man. With the 2 of Wands and the Hanged Man and the 10 of Wands, like 10 of Wands is getting to the end of a cycle where you just want to be done with the burdens. You want to like let go. Maybe you feel like there's a situation that is requiring too much of you and you're not getting back on the investment of time and energy. But you're still kind of hanging on because you're sort of waiting to see how things play out. But the 2 of Wands, as I said, there could be another path that has presented or is presenting. And now with the Hanged Man, it's telling me it's like you might need to surrender something, like let go of something in order to move ahead in that new direction, if you know what I'm saying. The choice could be burdening you because I do feel, like I said, you have invested somewhere and maybe you're not sure whether you want to wait and see maybe if it turns into more. I do feel like with that 10 of Wands, there is burdens. There's burdens here. So let's have a look. 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Okay. For some of you, and the 2 of Cups and the Page of Cups. Okay. For some of you, there's burdens when it comes to creating stability in a situation. So you could be dealing with someone that you have this long-term vision with, the 4 of Wands. Some of you may be in some kind of a relationship already with a person, but it's like it hasn't developed the way that you would like. 7 of Pentacles, it's like it hasn't reached the 10 of Pentacles, but the 4 of Wands can be commitment. And for others of you, I feel like you're burdened because you're looking for a stable connection, but the person that you're investing in, whilst I do think that there's a very nice connection, the 2 of Cups is sort of like this soul connection, they could be very emotionally immature. Page of Cups, okay? So it could be that what they're giving you is not equal to what you're giving them, or they're a little bit immature in their approach, and therefore they're not able to kind of provide you the stable relationship that you're looking for, okay? But we'll get some more. A lot of Cups cards, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we've also got Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I mean, we've got everything almost, right? So let's have a look. Yeah, the 6 of Wands. I was just clarifying for the 2 of Wands. We've got the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. Okay. So I think with the 2 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, there is a situation where it's almost like you have been kind of trying to decide if you want to stick with or you're moving in another direction. The 4 of Cups tells me it's like you're looking at something and saying it's not for me anymore. 4 of Cups is like, I don't think that cup is for me. But I think that in doing that and letting go of a burden or letting go of something, you're feeling quite victorious, okay? 6 of Wands. Tell me then about this Page of Cups. Yeah, so 9 of Wands, exactly, and the Ace of Wands. So what I'm getting is Gemini, I feel like this person that you've been weighed down by, or this situation, there is a sense of them coming through again in the first half of October, because we've got the Judgment card. So it seems to be that there's a comeback around. I feel like they're coming in with the Page of Cups, wanting to offer you maybe, you know, asking, do you want to give this another go, give this a second chance? But what I'm getting is there's a lot of wounding here, or this person can be very emotionally closed off. They are coming in to renew passion with you, Ace of Wands, but I also think that you're seriously looking at it and thinking, I don't know if I want to give this another chance, okay? So what's the other option then for Gemini? I do feel like there's a sense of victory, because maybe Gemini in the past you were giving a lot, and now there's a sense of victory and understanding a little bit more that you don't necessarily need to hold on. Maybe it's a relief, because maybe you have been holding on and you've been feeling like you can't let go. And I feel like maybe there's a bit of a relief coming in where you're realizing that maybe you actually do have choices. Maybe you do have another option, not feeling like you're so heavily tied to this situation. Let's get a little bit more on what the other option is, because we do have the two. Wow, the Emperor, I mean Gemini. Okay, it looks like you're going from a situation where there could be a lot of emotional immaturity and unreadiness, maybe some repeat patterns related to wounding with that Judgment card and the Nine of Wands, to something that is very stable and exactly what you've been looking for. So I think it's really about looking at two options and deciding really what's for you, Gemini. But I do feel like you've got an Emperor. So if you're wanting something that could develop into that real stable, you know, the marriage, the long-term commitment with the Four of Wands and the Emperor, that's what's probably presenting on the other path. Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, yeah, but it's going to require you to maybe let go of what you are holding onto and go your own way, Queen of Wands, okay? Tell me a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. The Seven of Wands and the High Priestess. I mean, this is about standing your ground and trusting your intuition. So it's almost like I'm getting, Gemini, you're going to have a comeback around from a person, but your intuition is telling you they're not for you. You've been holding on for some time because of the investment and hoping that things are going to kind of shift and change, and then you can develop this into your Four of Wands. But I think that now you're sort of looking at a different path and understanding that it's time to kind of stand your ground about what's important to you. Okay, with the High Priestess, trusting your intuition, because I've got a new path, Page of Wands, that leads to Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, and 10 of Cups, which is family, ultimate fulfillment, etc. Okay, something about you getting a new perspective on things. So perhaps it's like you've been waiting to see how things play out with this person, but the comeback around kind of an energy is what gives you the clarity to say, hang on a second, not again. I can't do this again, or I don't want to invest anymore. I've had one foot in and one foot out for some time, and now my intuition's really pushing me in the direction of someone else or something else or a different path. Because I say someone else because some of you already have that other option, but you've been holding on to, say, this because it's unresolved. And I feel like there's a sense that maybe a sense of this person having a soul connection with you, but it just hasn't developed the way that you'd like, or your visions are not aligned, okay? So anyway, Page of Wands, new perspectives, new path that leads to 9 and 10 of Cups, Gemini, okay? So that's not bad. You will have to make a decision, because this Karma is the Judgment card. So it's all about making decisions, what's right for you. This Page of Cups energy with the Ace of Wands and the Judgment card means that someone that you already built something with is wanting to give it another go and maybe renew passion with you, make an offer, but there's a lot of burdens here. And then I feel like, as I said, there's something for you to make, something calling for you to make a choice, okay? Sorry if I'm repeating myself, guys, it's very late here. Let's see, we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So it could be that you've also been holding on to something for some time, and you're really weighed down by that, and you know, sort of like holding on because you're hoping it's going to turn into what you want. But Spirit's saying that divine timing's at work, meaning that maybe you had some lessons and things that you had to learn in this situation, and go through them. And just because this hasn't worked out doesn't mean that what you want isn't coming. It's coming in the right way, in the right order, in the right time, okay? Yes, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in your relationship. I feel that there are blocks, right, between you and this person. 9 of Wands, this person you've built the groundwork with. A lot of maybe ego and maybe some wounding that they haven't worked through, and that could be the work that needs to be done, because that's make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And remember, guided to take. Your intuition is now leading you. So I also think that you're being led to situations with people that are like going to put more effort into you, or a connection where that person is willing to put the effort in and put the work in, because Emperor card here, that's someone that actually puts the work in, okay? It's someone that's willing to grow with you, take control of a situation, etc., be accountable and all of that. And unrequited love, yeah. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So you could have been holding on to a situation, but always sort of feeling like it's quite unrequited because this person's not putting in the effort. And Spirit's saying, you know, you don't need to hold on to something that's not working, because what you actually want is on the other side of that, okay? And calling in your soulmate, exactly. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So in the meantime, you've actually been calling in what you really desire, or Spirit's telling you that rather than keeping yourself stuck, surrender what's not working and then really put your prayers and affirmations into the right kind of a connection. Now that you've grown and mastered, you know, maybe some difficult lessons from this other situation. Okay, Gemini? All right, I hope that resonated for you. And if so, you can give me a like and a comment, as I said, and I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.